Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today? mm, that sounds good. Coffee, it sounds real good. Our topic for today is selling. What is our topic for today? It is how to sell more. It's a trust thing, how it works. What do you think? I said selling. It's a trust thing, and this is how it works. First off, I've been in sales for a long time. And when I first got into sales, I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be good. I wanted to be great. And over the years, I got better and better. When I first started, I used to look at people as a dollar bill. I would talk really, really fast and I would share my wealth of information and I'd make sales and stuff. But when I kind of slowed it down just a tad bit and gave a good presentation and was looking the customers in the eye and sharing from the heart instead of thinking of customers as a dollar bill, I became a much better salesperson. Now I ain't gonna say it didn't it all happened at one time. Trust me, it didn't happen all at one time. It took time. You have to learn how to become a salesperson and you have to learn how to have the selling conversation. That's what I call it. It's a big deal. Now, what I talk about is how to help people look at you more trustworthy, not manipulate. I don't believe in manipulation. When I first got into sales, I learned these little selling tips on how to ask for the order really quickly, and I had to because I was in an environment where I had to go door to door selling. And it was like you got to catch the customer's attention. And hopefully, if you're selling a product, you'll be able to catch those customers' attention. And I got people to trust me right off the bat. And I remember back then we used to have cigarettes, and I used to stand there back in the day and smoke cigarettes, talk to the customers, and run up and down stairs and back and forth. I worked for the Tampa Tribune, one of my favorite opportunities. I worked for them for 3 years, and I sure did sell a lot of newspaper services and advertising. I made quite a bit of money and I loved it. And I also got scholarship money for college. I got money to help me with my very first fancy car and my new in my apartment, a nice condo. And so I really enjoyed that selling thing, and I've learned. But see, I ran into a guy when I first started. His name was Dwayne Dabrowski. He taught us the fundamentals on how to have a selling conversation. He actually taught us to listen to great motivational speakers and people who taught the art of sales, like Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, and Tom Hopkins, who are some of my heroes, some of my most favorite people, because even to this day, I go back and I listen to their information. For some people, they're like, they think they've arrived. Oh, I'm a salesman. I don't need to learn anything. Trust me. Yes, you do. The more you learn, the more you forget, and you've always got to reinvent yourself. I hope you'll trust me. I've got literally hundreds and hundreds of sales videos, and my name is Gary Lee Stanley. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, okay? And give me the thumbs up, because what it does is it helps with the algorithm and it reaches other salespeople. And if you're a young person right now, I am a real salesperson. I go to work every day. I sell real estate, I sell life insurance, and I sell other products. And the key to success in this regard, guys, is you need to be able to have somebody give you some basic information, some mentors. There's some great ones online and stuff like that, but they may be like way out of your league at this point. Me, I've been a salesperson. I've worked with a lot of different companies over for the last 30, almost 40 years, and I've learned how to have conversations with people. So I hope you'll trust me and check out my other videos. I guarantee you can take bits and pieces of nuggets of information from them, and it can help you in your selling career. I promise you, you're not going to be wasting your time. And the key to success in our topic for today is selling. How to sell more. It's a trust thing. See, people, if they believe in their mind that you are looking out for their best interests and you're not desperate to sell something to them, and you communicate to them in a way that they're relaxed, they're able to, or you're able to articulate the information, and they are just listening. And if they have buying signals like asking questions, you may think they're objections. Well, they may be, but then they could also be questions that can open them up to purchasing what you're trying to sell. And trust, I'm going to tell you what, guys, it does matter. If you're talking to people over the phone, they may not even see you, but they can listen to your voice to know that, hey, man, this person may know what they're talking about, and maybe I might want to listen. Or you may be a door-to-door salesperson, or you may be a person who works in a showroom or somewhere door to door, business to business, and people judge you generally based on the first, I'd say about 5 to 10 seconds, and they will either hang up on you if they don't feel that it's perceived benefit for them to talk to you, or they'll look at you and go, I don't know, I don't really trust this person. They seem like they're trying to manipulate me. You ever had somebody roll up on you real quick? Say, hey, you want to get this? You want to? I got this. I'll tell you what. Check out my watches. I got a whole bunch. But so what I'm saying is, people are not looking to get conned. They want to purchase stuff. They just need a salesperson, saleswoman, salesman, sales whatever, to be able to help them walk through the process of purchasing stuff. And if it's a real high end product, they really do need to feel trust in you. Now, if you're selling stuff at a store or a mall or stuff like that, and they're really small, unique things, they still have to trust you, but you got to make sure that you ask for the order. What does that mean? Asking for the order is showing them some features, some benefits, show them that, hey, you're a little bit educated. Even if you don't know a lot about a lot of stuff, you can give them some features and benefits and then say, what do you think? Did you want to go ahead and go with that? And I always smile. You don't look like a Cheshire cat. You look like a person who's clean. Your breath smells good. You're dressed decently. You got a good attitude. You help people. You keep yourself wide. You have this bubbly personality. Now there are some people that are killers when it comes to sales, and they are more laid back. And those laid back people, sometimes they can be really, really, man, detrimental. They will knock it out of the park. They will outsell that most motivated type personality, because see, they've learned, possibly, or maybe it's their personality, to be kind of laid back and to just chill and say, this is what we offer. We offer this, and this. Okay. The confidence of the customer is going, dang, I get that, and that. And what else? Okay. And then what they'll do is they'll talk and they'll say, well, the benefits behind these, and they're not being perceived as being pushy. So pushy salespeople, they generally have an ulterior motive. They want to make their money, honey, and they're coming across as kind of snaky. And customers are like, I don't know, I don't really know. But if you're in an environment where you have to hurry up and sell a presentation, I used to sell motors and equipment, and I used to knock on people's doors, cold calling. So, and they had a pool, and I'd sell them pool services. And I still work with people that do that. And it's like, I'm gonna tell you what, man, you had just so much time to say, hey, who's taking care of that for you? Are you planning on doing it? And then if they open up, you've got a conversation. People have to trust you. If you go knock on their doors, or you go business to business, or if you're talking to people, they're going to perceive that, because we get all these robocalls. I hate these robocalls. I just got like 5 of them. It says scam likely on my phone, but I have to call back on these people because they never know. It could be a customer. It could be almost anything. And these people don't even leave a message. They want you to call them back so you can listen to some pre-recorded crap. And then it's like, oh my gosh, why don't you just say something? Because people think that people will buy better like that. I don't. It turns me off, and I guarantee it turns off a whole lot of other people too. So trust has a lot to do with how successful you're going to be as a salesperson. If people think that you're desperate, I've had salesman's breath before. It's like, man, I didn't make no money that week. I was out doing stuff. I had other things that I had to get done, and didn't have no sales in the pipeline, or maybe I just started as a salesperson. And people can perceive if you're a desperate salesperson. And generally, if you come across as a desperate salesperson, customers ain't gonna buy nothing. They don't want to buy nothing from somebody who's coming across as all about for them. They don't trust you. Trust is a very big thing. And remember, guys, you got to look your customers in the eye when you talk to them. You really have to look them in the eye, Talk to them. Now, manipulators do it all the time. They lie, they cheat, they're not real salespeople. I learned a long time ago a real salesperson knows about their product. They share about their products. They don't look at customers as though they're a dollar bill. They look them right in the eye. They tell them about the features, the benefit, what's in it for them. And on top of that, they ask for the orders. So, based on the information that we have, Mary, did you want to go ahead and go with that? And sometimes if you don't smile, a smile, believe it or not like a Cheshire cat, can go a long way. People trust you better if you have a smile. People trust you if you don't look all disheveled or smell like I hate to say it, guys, if you smell like pot or if you smell like cigarettes, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to do this, and they'll be nice to you. You might be able to sell some of them, but I'm not judging you. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you based on my personal experience, what I've seen when it comes to customers. If you have food all over your breath, onions from that lunch, or you had some mustard stains on your shirt or your tie, I watch people. I've been watching salespeople sell for years. I go into stores and I'll just sit back and I'll watch it and I'll listen and see how they articulate themselves. And a lot of times when people are wanting to purchase stuff, or should I say, they want to buy something. They don't want to get sold, but they do want to have somebody that they can feel is in it for their best interest. Okay, trusting someone. I mean, think about it. Would you buy from somebody who you felt like, oh no, this feels more like a scam. This is more like I don't really know. You've got that spidey sense, or maybe you've women. They've got this thing where they go, well, I don't know. My mom had this sense about doing right and wrong and not do this or do that, and it was like a trust thing, and I had to trust that. So trust your spidey sense. Okay, I know it sounds funny, but I do like my superheroes and stuff like that. But my name is Gary Lee Stanley, guys. I hope you'll trust me. Check out, I've got literally hundreds and hundreds of sales videos that talk about every facet of what it's like to be a salesperson, what it's like to get a real estate license, a mortgage license, an insurance license, because I've dipped my toe in the many fields of sales over my selling career. I've worked with some of the top companies that unfortunately are no longer here. They've been gone. They're gone. But see, what's got me is that over the years, I was able to stick and stay in the field of selling and made it a career because see, I was able to take bits and pieces of quality information that I learned from all the different companies. And I'm going to tell you what, it works if you work it, but you got to live it. And so you always want to remember, you don't want to come across as a desperate salesperson. You don't want to come across as pushy. You don't want to come across as a jerk. And you definitely want to make sure that, hey, listen, once the customer is satisfied, they're taken care of, get back with them. Send them a thank you card, especially if it's any size of a significant amount of money, and let the customer know how important they are. Give them a phone call, do an update on them, give them a call and say, hey, how's everything going? If they have issues, they'll trust you if you say, well, I can go ahead and help you with that. Because see, what'll happen is you've just built yourself up versus the competitor. If they have issues, let them get upset, let them be frustrated, and then say, let me do my best and just take their information down. So let me get this straight. You said you had this, and this was a problem. You talked to this. Perfect. And they listen to you. Now you've got a customer who's trusting you. And remember our topic for today, selling, how to sell more. It's a trust thing. Okay, how it works. How it works is you care about your customers. You really do. We get paid on this magic thing called commission. All right. I love making my money off commission because that's the best way to make more money than a standard opportunity or a standard job. So I hope you got a little bit out of this. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. Please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe and please share my videos and let other people know about old Gary Lee because I want you to know that I can be trusted. So that way you can learn all about the art of selling and the career of selling. I ain't perfect. I've failed many times, but the things that I've learned from are my failures. So I share the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all. And I am a true salesperson. And I want you to trust me and do me a favor, guys. Go out there and sell something. But if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling. And our cool topic for today was selling, how to sell more. It's a trust thing, how it works. And now you know how it works. Trust, it really works if you work it. All right. I trust you.